Could Kanye solve the One Piece, the mysterious treasure that has not been found in over 800 years, against a lyrical genius? Let's begin. We need to see where Kanye scales in terms of intelligence, strength, and willpower to see if he's worthy to claim the sought-out treasure. His win condition is if I can prove that he scales to equal or above Roger, then Kanye can easily find the treasure as well. And his lose condition is if Kanye can lose his belief in himself. So basically what I'm saying is that he's invincible. Let's start with the easiest win for Kanye. At Battle of Minds, we do need to remember that Kanye is a genius that created graduation. He has an IQ that ranges somewhere between 1939 to 1945. And in terms of intelligence, Kanye has solved a major mystery of the One Piece world solely through his lyrical ability. 7 years ago, in his song Dark Fantasy, where he explains to us, the audience, "You might think you peeped the sea, you haven't. The real one's far too mean. The watered down one, the one you know, was made up centuries ago. They made it sound all whack and corny. Yes, it's awful, blasted boring. Twisted fictions, sick addiction. We'll gather round children, zip it, listen. Can we get much higher? So high, oh, 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 oh." This is a cautionary tale that the oceans of the world are man-made, that the world was an even darker and more twisted place, till the rulers of the world claimed it, and that they escaped to much higher ground to avoid the mass flooding that would take place. And now Kanye is telling the world to come listen to his discoveries. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This is the exact same speech Vegapunk gave to the world. The main difference here is that Kanye tells you the world's secrets right away, while Vegapunk takes close to 14 chapters to slowly exposit this. Old man is putting us to sleep while Kanye bumps us up. This is to be expected though, as Kanye is a genius who created graduation. Vegapunk requires the help from not only all of O'Hara, but also all his split personalities to realize this, while Kanye was spitting bare facts all on his own and using his conqueror's hockey to subdue his bipolar personalities to all be within his control, making Kanye's intelligence at the bare minimum country level and easily the smartest person in the One Piece world. Unlike a show like Dragon Ball Z, where their power readings only come from their power is based around their aura. Bounties are far more flexible, while bounties are more based around aura farming. Bounties are more focused on how much clout a person can claim. That's why a character like Buggy is so based. Even though he's physically weak, he's considered as the top 4 guys because of his perceived strength. Kanye is a godlike marketer. His ability to switch up needs to be studied. Every 2 years, he does the same dumb shit. It draws up a media storm, and we talk about his mental crash out, which in truth just helps him promote his new project. So lowballing Kanye's bounty, he's at least low trillions. And in the One Piece world, trillion is higher than billion. Through their unmatched aura and strength of will, both Luffy and Kanye built up a following who would follow them to the ends of the earth, no matter how much danger they put their nakama in. Kanye's life was inspired around the Chinese legend Journey to the West, the tale of the Monkey King traveling from the east to the west, hence the Kanyewest. There, he challenges the gods of the world till they bend the knee to him, mirroring Luffy's journey from East Blue on Dawn Island towards the Grand Line to the west, where he must fight the Gorosei and the gods of this world. And just like Luffy, due to poor character writing, Kanye undergoes a transformation that should go against everything he stands for. Both Kanye and Luffy have recently entered their poorly explained white power form. Remember this infamous scene from One Piece? Here's what it was referencing.
Zoan-type devil fruits can have a will of their own. If that's so, this fruit would be rather willful. After all, its true name bears the title of a god.
The Zoan human fruit. Mythical type. Model. Neat.
And how could we forget this frame the animators slyly tried putting on screen? Look familiar? Just like how Luffy now forces a smile onto those around him, Kanye legally changed his name to Ye, so we all sound like we're cheering when we talk about him. While this is disappointing for both MCs, this is not their final chapter, so they both have time to rebound from this poor character decision. Though, unlike Luffy, Kanye has been slowly hinting at his god status.
But says something like, I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I am a god. I am God. No one can suggest shit to me.
While here are all the scenes foreshadowing Luffy's godness, meaning that Kanye has had more build-up than Luffy ever did. And since Roger couldn't complete Joy Boy's wish due to his lack of connection to Nika, I'd say Kanye is more Nika than Luffy could ever dream of being. To track how Kanye low diffs the entire verse in terms of his willpower, so here's how I see the story playing out if Kanye started the story in the same position as Luffy does. If Kanye follows the same path as Luffy, good chance he would also recruit Zoro first, and through his strength, Zoro would realize how pointless being racist is. Since, if he can't physically beat Kanye, how can he think he's from the superior race? And since Zoro will continually fight Kanye to be number one, but he will continually lose since it's Kanye we're talking about. Due to their non-stop battles, they will constantly scale up in strength. And as we all know, Zoro scales up to whoever the big bad of the arc is. Like when we were in Wano, Zoro could definitely, easily, 100% kill Kaido. Then we went to Egghead. Brown Man Gandhi had no chance against Zoro's discrimination slash. He only survived because Oda didn't have the panel space to show his embarrassing defeat. And since Kanye is stronger than Zoro, he's just been the strongest since day one. Due to Kanye's strong moral compass, he probably wouldn't even need Nami or a log post. His pure heart would be able to guide him from island to island. He would save Nami from Arlong because Kanye famously hates racists and is a fan of human-sized women, which Nami famously is. So, all in all, Kanye would recruit all of the East Blue Four just like Luffy did, as he needs a swordsman, a brother, a cook, as that's what the help is for, and a bad bitch. But now, moving to the Grand Line, this is where things get a little more complicated. The crew would never meet Chopper if Kanye was leading the crew, because Kanye is a genius and would be able to cure everyone of all diseases through his mastery of intellect alone. Plus, he's the cute one of the crew, so having Chopper there would just be redundant. However, he would welcome Robin into the crew. Again, since Kanye is a graduation, he did create genius after all, he can most likely read the poneglyphs all on his own, and just like Luffy, he couldn't care less if she knows what those rocks say. He would bring her along because, again, just like Luffy, he doesn't care about other people's opinions. Would he bring Frankie along? Do I even need to say it? He's a genius, and Kanye is a rapper, musician, one-of-a-kind prodigy. Why would they need to recruit another musician? Anyone that isn't Kanye would just be a downgrade. Kanye recruits only the Straw Hats that he knows Oda bothers to write for half the time anyways. But unlike Luffy, who would only crash out once in his journey to the top at the midpoint of the narrative, Kanye is constantly crashing out, and he constantly bounces back, meaning his willpower grows at a substantial rate, proving to everyone his mastery of will. Kanye has been at the top from day one, and basically only one-ups himself after crash out, making him his only real rival. So again, that's another point for Kanye for willpower. So clearly, in terms of intelligence, strength, and willpower, Kanye solos the verse. Oh, but he's a deadbeat dad. He can't possibly be Pirate King worthy. Well, you know who else was a deadbeat dad? Huh? The parallels are unparalleled. See, Kanye being an absentee father shouldn't be seen as some kind of negative though. When your parents are Kanye and Kim, I honestly think your best bet is just to be raised on the streets. Unlike Roger, who found a hot Asian wife that wants to stick around and be by his side, Kanye unfortunately fell in love with a porn star. But this led to both an increase in his physical durability, but also his mental willpower. Listening to that for 10 years would drive most men insane. But not Kanye. He's still the same MC we all know and love. Their whole dynamic brings up the great philosophical debate of our time. Would you rather have a Rumble streamer father or an OnlyFans mother? Please comment down below on which one of these two hells you'd rather live through. And if you're curious on who else I know Kanye could one-shot from any piece of fiction, please let me know below and I will debate myself if I should turn that into a video. As you can see, Kanye would easily conquer the Grand Line and find the One Piece in record time. That's most likely why Oda didn't write him into the story, as having such an OP MC would destroy all tension and stakes. And he would continually have to find arbitrary ways to nerf him, so the conflict doesn't end too quickly.
One time, I know he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. Where, just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.